Well, now there you have several different kinds of risk, and in each case someone calculated and accepted one of them, and didn't just survive, but succeeded. But we are not suggesting because in certain instances the risk proved worth taking, that the risk never existed in the first place. All the risks we've examined so far do exist, and it may well be wise to choose to avoid them. But not always, not in every circumstance, not unthinkingly and without examination. Every product, every target audience, every marketing and creative strategy is different, and what would be absurdly risky in one situation becomes hardly risky at all in another. So no risk should ever be accepted as having a universal and invariable value. In almost every competitive situation, there is a small risk that you can take that your competitors cannot or will not. And in those small and clearly recognized risks, there often lies a great competitive opportunity. By trying to be too responsible, by trying to eliminate all risk rather than trying to use risk constructively, we often do more harm than good. Now let's ask Mrs. Rothenstein to present an advertisement to us as responsible agency men, and let's see how we react.
And so you've heard from the marketing department that the recommended strategy is to take advantage of the market opportunity for a smart, high-quality shirt, premium price, promoted to an A-B market. Well, our creative team have worked very closely to the marketing brief. We've come up with a solution that I believe is both original and arresting, and I'd like now to show you the first ad that we've produced.
No. That's very good, isn't it? Excellent. Excellent.
Very good.
We will.
Yes.
I think good.
That thing, yes.
Yes, iPad.
Very distinctive.
Yes, very good.
Well, we were a lot of things. Yes.
Very.
That's awfully good.
Very.
First thought, so I think very
Yes.
promising.
Much wrong with it, really. No, it's very, very good.
Can I jump in here? David?
Well,
One
pleasure,
small point, Sam.
Yes.
It may not be small. I mean, first look at it, God knows I'm no copywriter, but the headline, the man in the Hathaway shirt, this strikes me as being more of a statement than a promise. It's certainly not a promise, is it? I was wondering if...
Yes, I agree with you. I think there's no consumer benefit in the man in the Hathaway shirt. So what? You know, that is my reaction.
Yes, it's a title, isn't it?
Yes, the man in the Hathaway shirt. Look, Sam, you know me, I'm not talking copy, but, something like, you'll look smarter in a Hathaway shirt.
Yes, sort of.
That sort of... Could you...
Well, look, I don't like writing copy in meetings. I mean, could I take it back to the creative team and get them to sort of pick it out?
That's fine, because I'm sure then we've got it wrapped up.
Could well be right.
Great.
Right.
Good. Well, I'll do that then, if I may.
No,
very good.
I think that's
very good.
Don't you think that's...
I like that. That's a very good headline. Very, very good.
Well,
Excellent.
Excellent. Yeah. Very. I think that's awfully good.
Tremendous.
No, well, Sam, since we met last, one small point did occur to me. As you know, our client Hathaway has a fairly wide range of shirts.
Yes,
not just
one. See what you're getting at. Yes.
I mean, I think it's once it's said, it's fairly obvious. There's just one. That man's only wearing one shirt, and
well,
if that's all we can, of course, I think.
I would like to jump in here. I mean, we did feel that this was really the sort of synthesis of the sort of Hathaway shirt image, really. I do realize, and I'm sure you do, that the actual sort of buying decision isn't made from the ad. I mean, it is made at the point of sale.
I think that's entirely.
I think that's a valid point, but nevertheless, I think there's an area there.
Well, yes. You see, I mean, it does. I agree that no buying decision is made instantly, but if a man reading this magazine doesn't happen to like that particular shirt, then he won't read, he won't buy, will he? I mean,
I don't know. The fact that we've got one that he likes, that happens to be in that cupboard over there.
You'd like to see
we've got
a range.
I was going to say, there's an area over there that we might utilise that.
It's a bit wasted.
Well,
I'm no art director, obviously, but if we could see perhaps
could I take this back and have a talk with the art director?
I don't think we can risk, not mentioning names.
I agree. I think, yes, I agree. Let's look at it.
Could we look at it that way?
Could we? I'd be awfully grateful if you could. Well, I think that...
That's very, very good.
Think
Sam.
so,
It's
so.
tremendous.
I would like to say that the art director didn't think that it was quite good as a first point.
He wouldn't be an art director if he didn't.
Yes.
I guess it's
No.
Tremendous improvement. Great, great.
personal
Something
feeling
was
here.
lost.
Yes.
I think it is
Well, I think-
commercially a very much more effective advertisement. Quite frankly, I think we're probably there.
I think there's one thing, just one little thing, while on subject. You see, Sam, I'm sure you appreciate that women are the main shirt buyers.
But these are men's shirts.
Yes, I know that men's shirts, love, but you know they are in fact, bought by women. You see what I mean? They are bought by women for men.
We do know that.
We have research downstairs to prove that,
Yeah.
And furthermore, that when men buy them for themselves,
They buy them for
women.
exactly.
What we're saying between us, I believe, is that there is a case for a woman here.
Well, I must say, when we were having this session, we did think of this, and we felt that, it wasn't practically appropriate. The man was in a sort of tailor's dressing room, and that there shouldn't be a woman in the ad. But we did cover this in the photographic session. I mean, would you like me to look through the contract?
Well, that
I think
probably
that's
answers it, really. Because, I mean, it's just an alternative. We'll decide
Well,
next
we'll
meeting.
go back and we'll go
We
through
could well
the...
run
We just run.
But there is, I think, a risk.
I feel
Let's get
rid of it. Yes. Fine.
All right, well, I'll have a look and see if we can
Good.
turn
Thank you
that
very much. Very kind. Very good of you.
Splendid. What
Amazing.
marvelous, eh? And what a simple solution.
Yes. You see, I think, frankly, it all, the headline and the picture all tie up. You look flatter in Africa.
The girl.
She's represented there. I think.
Rather truly,
I'm glad we looked at that.
Yes, I think it's, yes. There,
Can
just before you go, Sam,
Yes.
just before we say we're there, there's one little thing that is, it's puzzled me, worried me a little from the beginning. It's that thing,
the eye patch.
The eye patch, you call it, yes, the eye patch. I don't know how to put this exactly, but don't you think that it could be interpreted that we are, in fact, cashing in on a disability?
But I
the-
really, David, I really don't think that's right. I mean, the model did have sort of perfect 20/20 vision. We did put the eye patch on.
I know. You
Yes.
see, and we both know he had, but does the viewer, does the public, who sees this ad know he?
But
I really think we are members of the Better Business Bureau, at least the client
I
is.
really think you are being a little bit. I mean, Jeremy, don't you
yes,
think
I do.
so? And I do call on you.
All right.
Can I side with Sam here, David? I think you're right to raise it. I think it is a point, a good point, small point, but quite frankly, no. That's
Well,
not
if you,
right.
all right, well,
That's
then
fine at all.
okay, then we're
No.
fine. Surely then.
No.
Good.
No, I think quite frankly, the thing that worries me about the
Eye patch.
the eye patch. I'm speaking personally here, obviously, but when I see a man with an eye patch, the first thing I think of is pink eye, conjunctivitis. I believe this is the main use for eye patches when people have got some kind of rather unpleasant disease of the eye, and it is perhaps an unfavorable association for a smart shirt. I just raised this, but is it?
I'm inclined to agree.
Well, look, Sam.
I think there's probably sufficient worry about that anyway between us.
I think that the fair thing to say is let's not condemn it now. It could be very good, but both David and I have raised points which are themselves made.
Could we just look at it a little retouch?
Just, I mean,
Yes.
we may well come back.
We'll
to it.
have
Might
another
easily
session.
come back. to it. Could
Yes.
we?
Could we set up another session?
Let's make
Fine.
no decision now.
Fine. No, that's
Good.
Great.
Thank you so much, Sam. Well,
tremendous. Great.
I
Fabulous.
think it sells itself.
We're off to the races. It's
I
magnificent.
think so. It does seem to me that this is, I don't think we've lost anything there.
And we've eliminated risk.
I think almost certainly. I think
Tremendous.
we can confidently now go to our clients and recommend this with
Wholeheartedly.
Well, I'm sure that the creative group will be absolutely delighted.
Well, we would
You
very much
must congratulate them from
Yes, I
us.
will. Well,
we would
that's
very much like
very
will.
pleased.
them to know what
Yes.
is absolutely perfect
Perfect.
job.
Well,
I think
thank
they-
you so much.
Thank you so much, Sam.
Thank you.
There's one, thank you, Sam, there's one further point that I'd like to take out on the other problem in mind.
Well, we appear to have acted very responsibly, and that we produced what seemed to be very good reasons for turning down the first advertisement and for asking Mrs. Rothenstein to have another go. And Mrs. Rothenstein appears to have acted very responsibly, and that she wasn't difficult or temperamental about it. She was extremely reasonable in admitting the possible validity of our arguments and in agreeing to produce another advertisement that was less risky. But in fact, we have all of us acted irresponsibly. We have rejected a very good advertisement, and we've settled for one that at best is mediocre. We have eliminated some risks, but we have introduced other new risks to take their place. We've produced an advertisement that runs the risk of not being noticed, not being read, not being remembered, that runs the risk of being confused with other shirt advertisements and of not carving out for the brand a positive and distinctive personality. An advertisement that doesn't offend or worry anyone, but that runs the risk of not moving anyone either. In short, we produced an advertisement that, compared with the one we turned down, is less effective, is less capable of commercial persuasion, and we did it in the name of responsibility. Now, what we should have done was to have considered all the risks, not just the obvious ones, but the hidden ones as well, and to have measured one set of risks against the other. That would have been responsible behavior. Some risks are, of course, less easy to identify than others, but the hidden risks are very often the real risks. So let us now spend 10 minutes or so investigating some of these.